Hi, Bruno here. Welcome to Spainguru. Spanish non-lucrative visa question here, specifically for Australian consulates. What are the requirements for meeting the income threshold for a Spanish non-lucrative visa, and how can you provide the necessary proof? Let's see the specific question of this Spainguru community member. I am wondering if anyone can tell me what can be considered to meet the income threshold, as I am very close to it, but I am not sure if I qualify. I have about 42,000 euros in passive income for property last year, 7k in savings, and last year I earned about 14k euros from freelancing for an Australian company. I read somewhere that you shouldn't mention working remote, though for a non-Spanish company, as this is a grey zone, it is a cause of rejections. Also, importantly, the Australian financial tax year is July-June, so my most recent tax return is for financials until the end of June last year. Do you think they want to see the tax return or the proof of income January to December, or is it proof of income for the year preceding the application? Thank you for your help. Now let's see the answers of Spainguru community members. First one, passive income is all you need. Seems enough. Applying in Australia will be easier than you think. Next answer, I think it would be enough for the first year, but you would need more than that, somewhere around 60k for a renewal after one. The renewal is for 2 years, so you have to show twice as much income. So this is not exactly true, and I will leave here a link to an article and video where you can hear about how it is about the minimum income or savings that you need for the Spanish non-lucrative visa renewal. Now, next answer, NLV renewal. If it's monthly income, then you need to show the 1-year qualifiers. The double money is only for cash in your bank option. Your initial visa is good for 1 year. At your 1-year renewal, you'll need to show double the required savings or a steady stream of passive income that equals that amount, or a combination of both passive income and savings showing that you meet the requirements. You need double the initial amount because when you renew at 1 or 3-year mark, those renewals are good for 2 years. You can apply after 5 years for permanent residency and no income statement is required. And this answer is much more nuanced and much more true than the previous answer about the amount that you need for the renewal of Spanish non-lucrative visa. Next answer, what happens if you don't have the 60k for year 2 and 3? The answer was, you would have to leave the country if you don't meet the minimum financial requirements for the visa at the renewal. The minimum requirements change a bit every year because it's basically 4 times the Spanish minimum wage. Well, it's not exactly true, it's 400% the IPREM index, and you can find the link here in the article. Next answer. The UK and Spanish tax years are also different, so I don't think that you will be your main problem. As the other people have said, it's fact you are not allowed to work, that is the issue. I'd get some experts' advice if I were you. And again, this is partly true. It is a gray area. You can actually work remotely for companies outside of Spain under the Spanish non-lucrative visa, but you cannot mention that or use that as a proof of financial means to apply for the non-lucrative visa at a consulate. I will leave an article and a video, so you can watch here about this. Next, the real situation is that you can work remotely for non-Spanish companies under a non-lucrative visa. This has been ruled by the Spanish Supreme Court back in 2012. Even if Spanish consulates abroad apply a hard interpretation of the rule and somehow disregard the Supreme Court decision. Therefore, it is not advisable to mention it when you apply for the visa at the consulate. However, there are thousands of people who do it without any problems. As you probably know, recently came out a new type of visa called the digital nomad visa that you can also apply for in order to work remotely from Spain. But you cannot apply right now as of end of March 2023. You cannot do it from Spanish consulates. You can only do it from Spain. Okay? If you want to read more detailed article on the matter and read the Supreme Court's decision, check out this article. Is it possible to work remotely on a non-lucrative visa in Spain in 2023? And that's exactly the article that I mentioned previously that you can read about. And in case you need, here's a list of Spanish consulates located in Australia. You can become part of our Spainguru community today by joining our Facebook groups. Our most important group is the Spain Immigration and Residency Questions group, with over 17,000 members. We also have dedicated groups for Spanish non-lucrative visas with more than 2,300 members, and for the Spanish Digital Nomad Visa with 2,000 members. And if you need expert professional advice, we've got you covered. Just head to spainguru.es and check out our top menu. You'll find immigration experts, relocation agencies, tax advisors for Spanish and US filings, sworn translators, apostille services, and health insurance providers for all types of Spanish visa applications and renewals. That includes non-lucrative visas, golden visas, student visas, and digital nomad visas, as well as medical certificates for visa applications and travel insurances. Finally, I highly recommend you join our weekly newsletter, which we send out every single Monday morning. You'll get tons of information, questions and answers, featured blog posts, and even news updates. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.